Welcome to the March 2026 edition of This Month in Milford History. I'm Gary Downs, 1981 graduate of Milford High School and a member of the 1981 state champion wrestling team. I've been a part of the local insurance industry for many years, while also serving the Milford community as an active member of the Milford Rotary. The March 6, 1964 edition of the Milford Chronicle featured a front-page photograph captioned, "Milford Mayor Cuts Ribbon for Opening of New Acme." On Wednesday, February 26, the new and modern Acme store opened its doors with the mayor cutting the ribbon and many of the Acme store dignitaries on hand for the occasion. Shown from left to right, Mr. Crawford Bailey, Mr. Jack Burris, Mrs. John W. Burris, Mr. Vinyl Lynch, Mayor Furness, Mr. Hayward Morgan, Robert Wink, Milford's Acme manager, and Mr. Charles Green. The March 7, 1974 edition of the Chronicle included a photograph in the Blue Hen Beat section honoring those volunteers who staffed the Milford Memorial Hospital shop. Included in the image are, back row, left to right, Mrs. Jack Waples, Mrs. Harry Humes, Mrs. Isaacs, Mrs. George Reed, Mrs. Robert Mercer, Mrs. William Cutts, Mrs. Frank Reed Jr., Mrs. Donald G. Mitchell. In front, Mrs. George Bainham, Mrs. Thomas Dean, and standing extreme right, Mrs. Kennedy Lambert, co-chairman with Mrs. Razor. Seated left to right, in back, Mrs. Thomas B. Derrickson, Mrs. Nelson Hall, Mrs. John Russa, Mrs. Ann Walson, Mrs. Jackson Razor, chairman for 14 years of the shop, Mrs. Tom Dyer, shop decorator, and Mrs. Harvey Williams. The photograph was taken in honor of the shop's founding 20 years ago. The Chronicle's March 14, 1974 edition featured an article titled, "Houston Girl Wins Thomas McCabe Award." As stated in the article, G. Brooke Phillips, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Byron M. Phillips of Houston, is the first woman ever to win a Thomas B. McCabe Achievement Award at Swarthmore College. Selection is based on achievements which give high promise of leadership. Miss Phillips will be a 1974 graduate of Milford High School, where she currently serves as editor-in-chief of the yearbook and was class president in 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. The March 4, 1981 edition of the Chronicle featured a headline in the sports section of "Bucks Capture State Crown, 6 Win Individual Titles." Under the leadership of Coach Roy Rigby, the Milford varsity wrestling team successfully defended its state championship, with 6 individuals winning their weight divisions. These state champions include Orlando Pettyjohn, Harry Crapper, Gary Downs, Scott Bieber, Wayne Newsom, and Darrell Hicks. Bill Clark also contributed to Milford's dominance with a 3rd-place finish. After some research was conducted, it was determined that 6 state champion wrestlers in the same season was a national record. This concludes our March segment. Please join us again next month for another edition of This Month in Milford's History.